Yo, what's up guys, it's Sharpshot4K here. Today I'm bringing you guys a 5-tip for PUBG video. So to start off, players probably don't know the right way to parachute. And I'm gonna leak the info right here, right now. So what you want to do is you want to roughly drop around 1 kilometer. And then you're going to want to go about 190 kilometers, you see on the right side of the screen. Once you're at 1 away from the drop spot, you want to go straight down. There's a lot of common drop spots on the roof of school in Erangel. So you want to try to land where you think the gun's going to spawn in. Like for example, this DBS, and look how I'm grabbing it. While I'm rolling in my animation, I'm already grabbing and reloading. If I would have grabbed a gun like an MK, for example, while I'm reloading, once I see the bullets go into the mag, I bring out my hands and my gun is quicker to shoot. So that's our first tip. Our next tip that I'm going to give you guys is marking this plane path. Right now I'm just in a game with bots, but if I was in a real game and say I landed school and wipe school, I want to know where players are around the map, so I'm able to rotate or just have more information and go off context clues to where players are. As you can imagine, the majority of players are going to be on this side of the map. If we were to get like a circle on this side of the map, I know I could rotate early and get a good spot in the center zone. That is our second tip. Our next tip is a very nuanced tip that a lot of players, even pro players, actually don't know. It's very, very nuanced. So when you see a car driving and maybe you can't shoot the players, or you just want to blow up a car that's hiding in a compound to make sure another team can't rotate, cars take more damage near the engine side of the car than in the backside or on the roof. And when you shoot a tire, the car also gets damage. So if you're ever aiming for cars, aim for the engine, you'll do 100% damage. The roof is 50 and like the back side of the car is 75. So that's how you blow up cars quickly. Let's get right into our next tip here, and that's going to be seat swapping. So for my seat swap keybinds, I have it all set up so it's quick and efficient. I have my driver's seat one, that's wrong. I have it to shift 1. So as soon as I get in the car's already boosting and going. As soon as I swap seats, my car isn't losing momentum because I'm pressing my shift one, which keeps the momentum on your car. Say for example, I swap seats without that keybind, my car would just spin out like this every time I went to seat swap, and then it'd be a lot harder. I lose momentum on the fights. This is the example right here. I'm holding shift, like I'm boosting my car, and now I'm just swapping seats real quick by just pressing 2 to kill a guy behind this Dalsy. My car's still in a rolling action. I drive past him. Eventually I'll see him even if he doesn't beat. The reason I have this on control 1, by the way, you don't have to use this, but the reason I have it on control 1 is because I use shift to also change my guns. So control 1 in the car. Some people even use like keys like W to get into the driver's seat. Just smart as well. It keeps your momentum. As soon as you get in the car, your car will start driving. And another part on this tip about getting into your car is you want to get in with your main gun that you're either going to be seat swapping with, or that you're going to be getting out of your car and fighting someone quickly with. You don't want to get in with like a shotgun and then you're getting out of your car to fight someone. Now you have a shotgun, now you have to shoot a guy. So that's another part of this tip. And there's one more part, and it is, say for example, you're drive-bying someone, they're a little bit further away, and you have a DMR, and maybe you just sprayed your gun, you have no ammo. You're able to, in your inventory, swap your gun, and it'll put the gun that you just swapped out. So even if you get in your car with your barrel, but then you start driving, you see a guy you can shoot with a DMR, you don't have to change seats to get your DMR out. You just go seat 2, or I mean stay in the driver's seat, swap your guns in your inventory, go seat 2, and then you have your DMR out. So that is how to make your drive-bys completely efficient. It's a complete drive-bym guide basically right there. I could have done a whole video on it, but there you guys have it. You got that tip. All right, and the final tip is more, I'm just gonna sit down and talk with you guys, because the final tip is all about how to get better in PUBG, and it's pretty simple. A lot of people have always asked me, like for years, how do I get better? How do I become a pro player? How can I, get good at PUBG? How do I get good fast? How do I do it quickly? And the best advice I can give for that is just put in the work. I know it sounds crazy, like anybody could just put in the work, but a lot of players that you see, even pro players, they won't actually put in the work. They do the bare minimum. You play the game every day. You sign up for every tournament you can. You're just starting out. You play in it regardless of any team that will play with you. You play with them. and you practice, you continue to do it. You watch streams of pro players to learn like their tricks. And this is all for becoming a pro player. Obviously, just watching and playing every day will make you better as a player. But if you want to become a pro, you're gonna have to watch other pros, like get in-depth guides, play every day, and never give up on the grind. Talent will always beat out hard work. Alright guys, that's gonna be all for today's 5 tips for PUBG video. It's kind of like a little bit of a ramble. I wasn't very organized, but I hope you guys get the gist of it. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, I stream every day on Twitch. Link will be in the description, and consider subscribing and liking the video if you enjoyed it and it helped you out. Thank you guys, and have a good day.